Hello and welcome back. This is Kristin from Life of Crafting, and I'm going to do another Let's Talk Paper episode. And I had said before I was going to do a lot of stamping up in the beginning, but I was just putting some stuff away in the new studio, and I came across this Tim Holtz Ideology backdrops from the Christmas of 2023. And I'll be honest, this is one of those products that I really never understood, because he had like worn wallpapers, then he's got these things called backdrops, and you only get these little pictures on the internet, so it's kind of hard to see. I literally just took this out of the saran wrap, and I'm going to give you what my thoughts and ideas are on this paper. So it says they are 24 double-sided sheets, and they are 6 by 10. If you've never seen Tim Holtz in a live, I'm telling you, he's a phenomenal salesperson, and he really explains things, and he talks about why he does the 6 by 10. And he just does not follow the other ideology of people that make designs. So the 6 by 10 is his size. That's what it is. And I don't think that he's really designing it for anything specific like card making. So his size is 6 by 10. Make of it what you want. But his prints are very crisp. I mean, they're very retro and distressed. But I see a lot of color in there that is very beautiful. In the background you do have that aging of, looks like a brown. So, it looks like that old wrapping paper, whatever you want to say. The back looks just like a ticking striped. You can see actually like the weave of the fabric type of thing. So, very cool. His stuff is designed for making more grunge look or like 3D other types of products that aren't necessarily a card. So you have to keep that in mind. That's why some of his scales are very big. Looks like a buffalo check or just a regular plaid. And again, you can see the weaves in here. Very large scale. The back is cute. It's an old, looks like receipt ledger, and just, distressing and aging on the paper. Again, these aren't necessarily for cards. Seen a lot of people making like little vignettes with them and things like that. This thing is huge. This looks like the top of probably a cigar box. I know he talks about using cigar boxes and scanning them as far as what he uses for artwork, and that definitely looks like one. Yeah, it says Havana up here. So, again, this would be perfect. He has little boxes that he sells to have for the vignettes, and this probably is about the size that fits in the back of one of his larger ones on that. And then the back looks like an old recipe. That's kind of cool, and I like how it's got the age spots you find on the old pages. That is really cool. Again, a little hard to determine what you're going to do with it if you're thinking in the card making world. This is just a white with a red polka dot aged around it. Oh, how pretty. Very, very nostalgia. The old poinsettias, it looks like it was maybe a watercolor print of some sort. You can see he's got a line here from something that had a crease that he went and probably scanned that from. Very pretty. Very tartan plaid here. This is a smaller scale, so I think you could definitely do something if you were looking for cards or tags with this one. And then the back is an old, looks like repairing clock frame. They charge 3 hours at $30. Huh? Wooden screws. Yeah, this is like today's pricing. Back when it was done in 1888, 82. I don't know what that number was. But that's cool for a fine carriage and sleigh painting. Perfect for Christmas. He does a lot of this with these paper dolls, as he calls them. This is an old, looks like Century Seal Carnival Club. Could be sanitary foods manufacturing company. I'll tell you the truth, I'm not into this. This kind of like freaks me out. I'll just be honest. Just looking at people, I have no idea who they are. I just don't get that whole movement of what he has with adding this stuff to their projects. But to each their own. The back of this is just looking like an old wallpaper. It's like a green on green tone. So I would probably do something with this because, again, I mean, it's a nice if that has some meaning to you. Maybe that's your grandfather in the picture or something, but no. This is just a red and white candy cane stripe looking print. You can see all kinds of aged spots and distressing in there. That's cool. And then an old sheet of music, the Christmas tree. Oh. Oh. I don't even know if this is a song that is even celebrated much anymore. Very cool. Then you have another one of these green ticking or stripe. The other one was in red, I believe. Yeah, there it was. It was in red before. So that's cool to give you a green one. Oh, how pretty. This is just another small of a poinsettia. Lots of poinsettias in here. Looks like something may have been over here at some point, but not as evident as the other one. That's cool. You can see doing some stuff with that. Now this reminds me of definitely the old wrapping paper. Very cool. Very botanical. You can see there's like little, like maybe it was corrugated, whatever the original was that they copied this from. So there's very faint lines in there. Not so much over here, but over here. Love that. Definitely could see some stuff. Oh, an old calendar from 1942. This is the year my dad was born. Very, very cool. I could see doing something with this if you're trying to, again, make a vignette, collage kind of thing. That would be something really cool for the back. That is really pretty. I love the, this is like the calendars I remember when I was growing up. They used to have these, almost like on a, like a flour sack kind of cloth. People used to hang them like on the doors in their pantries and stuff. You don't obviously see them anymore, but cool. Just a wood grain. But the detail of this wood grain, like you could almost just see or feel like the roughness of that wood and stuff. Wow, that is really cool. Detailing is phenomenal. This looks like it was maybe a fabric that they scanned in. Like you can see like very fine dots of what they were using for the printing process of this. That is really pretty. Love that. Wow, that's pretty. Oh, a Christmas souvenir from some 1903. It must have been a school choir or something because they're talking about the school board. Back when they had actual Christmas shows. Now you gotta have like winter shows or something. But I remember back when I was in school, we all had to sing like the Christmas songs and all the different grades got involved. I liked it. I thought it was kind of nice. I thought it was included in all the grades. This looks like definitely like a pair of like wool pants or something. You can really pick up the flecks of what was in the weave of the fabric. Very dark green and a black. Yeah, this reminds me of like the old like hunting pants or something like that. Cool. Oh, here we go again. I definitely think this was probably a wrapping paper if you had to guess. This is back when I used to fold the wrapping paper. You would get them in a sheet. I wonder if that's what that's from. But you can see the little lines almost like it was corrugated again. Very cool. I'm probably going to want to use that. I have some plans to do some vignettes myself. I could see doing this just as the backdrop. And this looks like the side of like a building or something. You can just like almost want to like fleck that paint off the wood. It's just falling off. Wow, the detail in these is just phenomenal. I thought we'd see some repetition. I'm guessing you don't get repetition. I guess you just get one of each. He doesn't say. Just says 24 double-sided. So no, I'm assuming you get one of each sheet. Wow. Okay, so there's a lot of designs. Very cool. I like how they're not necessarily putting the color inside the drawing of the leaf. They like off-registered it or whatever they call it. White with green polka dots and some of those aged spots. So that's really nice. The white plaid. So nice. It's funny because everybody thinks Christmas with red, and I sell a lot in my online business of the white, so it is popular. Looks like it was something. This line here looks very distinctive, and I don't know what they pulled it from, but very cool. Saco River Lumber. Wow. 300 feet of pine boards. 20 for $6. Wow. York County Agricultural Society in 1894. Wow. Woo. You talk about some vintage stuff. Cool. Oh, here's another one. This is like, I don't know if they even do this anymore. Our schools are so large, I don't think you can. We used to have like a big group picture of the class every year. Maybe, but I got these kids all bundled up. Oh my. Whew, God. We at least did it in the library when it was, warm and we could wear regular clothes. But again, I don't know that I would want to do anything with somebody's class picture from many, many, many years ago. World famous candies. This is really cool. I think he talks about in his live that this is a tin, and it's like a round cylinder kind of tin, and they just somehow were able to scan the sides and get it like that. That is phenomenal. Love this. I could see really having this as a backdrop, just what he intended. Here's another plaid. Look at the flex on this. This must have been off of some kind of paper because you can see distressing. Wow, very cool. And then this just looks like it's just a regular print of some sort off of just a fabric or something. It's nothing really. I mean, that would be a great thing for exactly that, a backdrop. This video is going to go much longer than I intended. I really did not know that there was that many prints. Again, I thought it was just going to be like duplicates. So I apologize if this is going longer, but like I said, this is my first experience with his papers. The quality is nice. The finish on it is very nice. Some of the papers are like shiny, and I don't feel like you can actually stamp on them, but I do like the finish on this. I can see that it would probably be very good in absorbing paper. So we have another poinsettia print. Just again, some browning aging in the back. I don't really see anything else to note. And then we have another receipt. So he's, very into, but I like that he picks the receipts that fit something. An Orvis. I wonder if this is part of the Orvis company that's still out there now. Phone, San Jose 471. That was way back when. Whew. Oh, an old version of Jingle Bell sheet music. That is cool. That is really cool. Oh, I've seen this print. This print is very pretty. It definitely reminds me of something that's wrapping paper. Or maybe an old like shirt box. Back in the day, they used to actually print on the boxes. And it was nice because you just got embraced with the holiday season everywhere. I mean, we think that today things are very commercialized, but if you look at some of these old day things, like, wow, I mean, everything had printing on it. They really talked up the season, it seemed like I can remember anyway. Look at this from 1900, and they were using up their receipts, so they just crossed it out. That's kind of funny. So, wow, this is some kind of, wow, they did a lot of things. They got tin, they got ironware, they got bent olive straw sheathing, tarred papers, buttered dishes, paper bags. They did a lot of stuff. But that is really pretty. Oh, I love that design. Very much, I don't know if that's mistletoe or what that is. Holly and berries, and it looks like lots of Christmas. Oh, you can see the water spotting on there. Very cool. A lot of Christmas flowers on there. I love that. Now here's a green stripe. Looks like if he does something in a red, like a red dot or stripe, he does it in the green too, which is kind of nice. Because I know there's a lot of people that don't necessarily just want the red. I remember him talking about there being something in this picture that they had to crop out or fix in the picture. And like I said, I don't like his paper dolls, but you know what? This is very pretty. I could see adding in some coloration to this black and white, and you could definitely do some things with this. This is really nice. I wish he did more like this versus all the people, but, you know, it's his prerogative. It's his stuff, right? Another wool plaid. Reminds me of a blazer or pants. This is more of a brown, and there's just a green in there. Maybe it's a burgundy, but it's definitely like in the brown family. And then you have another receipt. Lots of receipts. I didn't realize he had so many. And I guess I guess he does try to do them in different directions. This is really cool. He's got a new stamp set that came out in 23 that I believe this is part of it. And there's a tree that I thought I bought that stamp set. That tree and that stamp set is beautiful. The detail in it is, like I said, I thought I had already bought it. I bought the matching die-off assignments and stamps when they put it up, thinking I already had it, and I don't. Excuse me. I don't necessarily know what I would do with this. But again, would be great for a backdrop on tags or a card or something. This is really nice. I like that. Oh, wow. This is like a cracked, crazed kind of look. Like I said, I just want to go in there and start picking all these like little pieces of paint off of there. Looks like it may have been painted over brick. Maybe. Looking in here. That's kind of cool. This one I saw somebody use as a backdrop in a vignette, and it was very pretty. Definitely reminds me of the vintage wrapping paper. I would have loved to have more of this, and I would have loved to have seen it in different directions. But this is really, really cool. This looks like the old, I don't want to say it's bingo. I don't know exactly. Some kind of a game board, looks like. A lottery. That's really cool. Ooh, that's probably my favorite in this pack so far. Then we've got an old advertisement for all kinds of candy, bakers, music. So there's all kinds of ice cream. Oh, that's cool. And then this I have seen on some projects, and I have to tell you, the realistic view of this is phenomenal. Again, you go through some of these and there's certain ones that just stick out, and this is definitely one that sticks out. That's another one that, like, I don't know if I'd be happy to just have one of. Wow, that is beautiful. So my interpretation of this pack, depending on what you want to do with it, I'm going to say probably half this pack is just not going to be very useful to me. One like this, unless the back, unless they have something on the back, I mean, that I could definitely use. So then probably, now I look at it, probably most of this is going to get used. There's only going to be a few ones that I'm probably not going to at least be able to use the back side of. So I will try to tag any projects I have with a Tim Holtz Christmas hashtag. So keep an eye out for it. I hope you're enjoying this series of looking at paper, because if you're like me, I just love paper, and I feel like some of them really don't show the prints well enough. And that was one of the reasons why I definitely wanted to do this one, because I have never seen anything yet of where somebody goes through and shows you all the stuff in there. So I would appreciate some thumbs up if you're enjoying this series, and please, by all means, subscribe down below. You don't want to miss any more of the episodes. I have a lot coming up. Take care, and I'll see you later. Bye.